been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money, money, money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo.
Welcome to Love's. Safe and clean are two words that mean more now than ever before. Love's has been the leader of clean places, friendly faces for nearly 60 years. When you visit our stores, you'll find something for the entire family to enjoy, from our restaurants to plenty of drink and snack options. So whether you're back on the open road or planning to be soon, we'll be here for you and your entire travel party, keeping our stops safe, clean, and stocked with all your road trip needs. Love's, the heart of the highway.
Do you need to get home to your furry friend? Then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines is looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Starting out at $150,000 a year. Yeah, I said it, $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Who's got the T680? At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We can get you home. We got the money. We got the trucks. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama.
Take the worry out of Wi-Fi with managed Wi-Fi from Troy Cable. Say goodbye to dead zones. Automatically update outdated technology. Get the most of your signal with specialized access points. With worry-free Wi-Fi from Troy Cable, you can enjoy a full-strength signal reaching every corner of your home. Think fast. Think friendly. Think Troy Cable.
Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Line, state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax, have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them.
Hey everybody, Mike McDowell, driver of the Love's Travel Stop Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Just want to send out a special thanks to all you out there that are working so hard to keep America moving. We know that the world's crazy right now and things are trying and we know that this is a difficult time, but we're so thankful for you guys that continue to stay on the road and keep us going. We know it's not easy and you have family back home and friends and we just appreciate it so much. There's so much that we take for granted that we realize right now that without those trucks going around the country, we wouldn't have any of these supplies. So thank you guys very much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate it.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. We've been in business since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Woo! We got the trucks. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo. Come join Wiley Sanders Truck Lines today. $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. Blue Cross Blue Shield. We also have a dinner plan. You to be the next driver of the month. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. You're a certified mechanic looking for a job, then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We need good mechanics. Call John Smothers or Ken Bray for the maintenance department. You will have a future at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Good morning and welcome to another Monday morning of Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. I'm so excited to be here this morning. Got some gifts from DHR. I got a lot of good announcements. I got a lot of great news I want to share with you this morning. But first of all, you know, at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. And man, I didn't have my scripture together because of the fact that we were doing so much here in the station. But let's go to Matthew 5:1, and it says, when he saw the crowds, he went up on the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then he opened his mouth and began teaching them, saying, happy are those cautious of their spiritual needs, since the kingdom of heaven belongs to them. Wow, I got to read one more. Happy are those who mourn, since they will be comforted. Happy are those the meek, the temperate, since they will inherit the earth. I don't know. Hard for me to just read one when it gets good like that. So, this morning, did anybody watch the news? I am so excited. Not so much about the 18-year-old. That's not what I'm so excited about. But I'm so excited to find out that almost 70% of things that are moved in this country are moved through the trucking industry of Alabama. That is correct. And when I heard that, I was so shocked, and I was just thinking, you know, Wiley Sanders Truck Line has been in business since 1959. So that means we've been a part of everything moving in this country. And it just made my mind go back, and I went to just looking, and I realized that we go to Lime Station, PA, we carry plastic all over this country. And these plastic materials, Remington guns, we sell it. It's just, wow, it's just great to be involved in trucking in the state of Alabama. That's what I'm trying to say. It took me all that to say this. But I got a lot of things we're going to talk about this morning. We got some special guests here this morning from DHR. Hey, are you thinking about adopting or want to be a foster parent? Play close attention. This lady is going to be able to tell you some things. We'll be right back after this commercial break with Wiley Sanders Truck Line's Truck Talk.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. Though you've probably heard these words before, it's our wish for all travelers. For those carrying the things we need and visiting the ones they love. Those that take to the open road to feed their families, to see new sights, to get ahead. They spend hours, days, nights, even weeks on an endless ribbon of highway. Through the weather, the breakdowns, the closures. And then they see it. Glowing in the distance, that familiar sign, a sigh of relief. Each day, thousands stop by, each different, each with one thing in common. They need this. They need us. They need a home away from home. A place where everything is exactly the way they like it, and the everyday is done extraordinarily well. So today's a new day. Let's be that place. An open sign where there's none for miles. A familiar face that always says, "Welcome back." A meal that refreshes their soul. Let's be that place where they can grab a warm shower after a long day and be that crew that can repair just about anything. Let's say, rest easy, weary traveler. You made it. But let's not stop there. We will lead how America's highway travelers refresh, refuel, repair. We will return every traveler to the road.
And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You know, we're always trying to get out in the community and help. And the toy drive was so great this year, sponsored by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. And I don't know, every year it seems to get bigger and bigger. And you guys at DHR just really roll out the red carpet and stay late for us to bring the toys and put up with me and my absent-minded and forgetting. So just take a brief moment and just tell everybody who you are and what you do so I don't mess it up.
Absolutely. My name is Natasha Hardy, and I work with Pike County Department of Human Resources, where I have been employed for 16 years and have done a little bit of everything. And we just appreciate everything that Wiley Sanders has done for us over the past years.
Well, you know, I was talking to you the other day, and you called me and you said, look, I need some foster parents. And I said, well, hey, come on the show and let's talk about it. Now, let me ask you some questions here.
Sure.
Like, do you have older kids? How does that work?
Yes, our children that are in foster care, they range from ages 3 days until 21. So we have every number you can think of, we have it.
Wow, that is so interesting. You know, I'm gonna put you on the spot here a little bit because no, that touched my heart. So, when me and you was talking and you was emailing me some questions, you was telling me a story about one night that you guys sit in the office all night long and
Yes.
and took turns with a 3-year-old
He's 4.
or
He's 4 years
4-year-old.
old.
And I just want to tell you, I left there thinking that God has gave us some really good people in life. I don't know. By 8:30, I'm
Special
sleep.
group.
By 8:30, I try to be sleep. I'm up early, but I try to be sleep. No later than 9. But for you guys to sit and I want you to give me the names of the ones because you told me y'all swap shifts, and I just want you to give me
Yes.
those names.
Okay. It was our well, let me start from the beginning because our director, Patty Faircloth, who is awesome, she was there right there with us. She didn't leave our side until everybody was safe and had eaten and needed everything they needed. So she is phenomenal, and we can't do what we do without her and her leadership. Myself, Bridget Dix, Madison Hale, the other supervisor, Courtney Scuniers, Amy Floyd, Raven Boswell, Spencer Avant, and I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anybody out. Basically, our entire service staff stayed. We all took turns feeding him, getting him ready for bed, giving him his medication, everything he needed, to include taking him to school the next morning.
So, you was telling me that y'all swap shifts. Y'all would
Yes,
come.
we took 4-hour shifts.
And I thought that was so ironic. I'm so old school. And you know the first thing I told, well, why somebody just didn't take him home? You said, well, the law won't let you do that. You can't just do
No,
that.
because he would have came home with me.
Yeah,
I
that's
would've
what I'm
took him
saying.
right on
I
home
would have
with
came
me.
by there and got the little fella.
Yes, due to liability, we have to have an approved foster home to place him in.
Let me ask you something. Medical conditions. Do you have kids that some have special medical conditions?
Yes, some of our children do have special medical needs. Some of them don't, but a lot of them do. But the ones that do, we try to ensure that we match them well with a foster family that's able to deal with that. And so we also have foster parents that specialize in medically fragile children, because we do have some babies that have a feeding tube that require oxygen. Like the young fellow we were talking about, he has to have his asthma treatment and treatment plans and stuff. So we do have some that have special medical needs, and then most of them are just your regular kid that wants to play football or loves clogging or cheerleading, but they just need a special home, to somebody to care for them.
So it's all kind of options. I see here you got physical, mental, emotional
Yes,
disabilities.
Absolutely. I think our biggest, even if they don't have an emotional issue that is documented by a physician, they experience trauma, because you have to think about how it would feel to be taken from everything you know and placed with basically a stranger. They do bond with us because we are the faces that they see and that pick them up, take them to appointments. But that foster family is so important to us because that is where the child will live. They provide every need the child has. They protect them. They feed them. They do everything as if it was literally their own child.
You know, that's what, hearing you say that, that's what we try to do in safety in my department. You know, I just got through saying this morning. We are the first people that a new driver see.
Wow.
First person he saw, he came to the safety department and he signed in and he gave his driver license, social security card. Me and you both know that is a valuable piece of information.
Absolutely.
So the first thing he did when he come in the door was give us that. So what I've got to do then is gain his trust and let him know.
Right.
We're here. This is, we don't call it our safety department. Doug likes to call the safety department like a welcoming center.
Okay. Okay.
So I can see what you're saying there when it calls bonding, because I try to each drive. I got my phone. It's just got a abundance of numbers in it, you know. And
You're a special man.
No, they're special. The drivers are special people.
Absolutely.
I was so excited this morning. I got up and I listened to the news, and they were just talking about truck drivers, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm a part of this industry, and it's needed. You know, this industry is needed.
It is needed.
And if anything we got out of COVID was how bad this industry is needed.
Yes.
So I can relate to you when you say a need. You need foster parents. I need drivers. So I can relate to need. We both need things. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. You're doing good. I looked at you when he had you. See how you got you?
Better than they came.
You're not just a number. We know your name. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, family owned, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, we can get you home. Wiley Sanders Truck Line been rolling these wheels since 1959. Money, money, money. Just rolling these wheels. If these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them.
When you think Troy Cable, think of a world-class network. Think of friendly local customer support experts. Think of reliable internet, phone, television, and security for your home or business. Most importantly, think of a hometown company connecting its community. Think fast, think friendly, think Troy Cable.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, the only place you'll be stopping is at the bank. Wiley, money, money, money. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. And we're back with the talk. Let me ask you something. You gave me a stack of papers, but I've been thumbing through them, and I like this because I don't think no one is perfect. You said you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent.
Absolutely.
Being stable, mature, dependable, and flexible.
That's it.
Tell me what you're talking about. Tell me what you're talking about. That may fit me right there. That may get me right there.
Okay, that may get you right there because I've been trying to recruit you for a minute now.
I know.
You know, let me just get in with you right there. So basically, a lot of people believe that to be a foster parent that you have to be this perfect person. You don't have to be this perfect person. You have to pretty much have love for children in your heart and want to make a difference in your community. So what we always try to get the word out to people that you can be a foster parent with my assistance, because I do the foster parent classes. Anything that you need, any questions you have, I'm available to help you. We do have an age requirement. You do have to be at least 19, have stable income. Some people may have some medical issues, but call me, talk to me, because all medical issues don't keep you from caring for children. It's not what you think it is. It's not hard. It's very simple. It's just loving on a child. And I've been trying to get this gentleman right here to do it and help him understand he can do it. He can do it.
Now tell me this. I just heard you say they can call you and talk to you. Would you give them out a number? And Justin, take this number and put down at the bottom of the screen when she calls it out.
Yes, I can be reached. My direct number is 334-807-6143, or you can call our main number and anyone can give you any information that you need, 334-807-6120. Our entire office is knowledgeable about our foster care program and our foster care children. And so you can call me directly or you can call our direct line.
Okay. I see on your sheet here you got being a team player with your family and child welfare worker.
Yes.
Now, what are you saying?
Yes.
Break it down.
Break it down. Okay, so
you can't do like you want to do. I already done figured that out.
Okay.
You said be a team player.
So basically what that means is that we all work together for the well-being of the child. What's most valuable to all of us is the safety, health, emotional well-being of that child. Because when a child comes into care, they experience trauma, just point blank period. And so with all of us working together, that includes myself, your social worker, our court system, and we also have other agencies that are contracted with the state of Alabama that also provide foster care. And so working with those agencies, we all work together for the common goal of the child.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
That's fair.
One question I wanted to know was, what's the difference between adopting and foster care? What are you really doing there?
Okay. So when a person decides that they want to bring a child into their home, they either decide, well, I want to be an adoptive parent or a foster parent. So when you adopt a child, you basically are saying, I don't want to help throughout the year. I want to give a child a permanent home right now, take me through the process, and I want to adopt. Most of our families, I try to convince them, foster to adopt, because if you foster to adopt, that gives you an opportunity to be able to bond with that child and help that child through that trauma. And then you say, oh, you know what, when that child becomes available for adoption, then you can adopt the child. Or you can just say, I want to foster this child until the family gets everything together and the child is able to return home. So adoption is permanent, the child becomes legally yours, and fostering is you're continuing to work with the agency and working a permanency plan with the family to help the child return home.
You know, I just can't help. I got to make sure I say this right because I don't want you mad with me. But the scary part about that for me would be, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying me now. Don't do this on account of me. I'm saying me. If you said adopt, a foster to adopt.
Yes.
You know, if I fostered, say, little Johnny or little Susie, and I had them like 8 months, and you was getting my paperwork together, and then mama or daddy gets it together and decide they want little Johnny or little Susie back. See, now I'm struggling. I'm mad with somebody. I don't really know who to be mad with. I can't be mad with you. I can't be mad with the parents. I'm just mad.
I know.
Does that happen?
Absolutely. It
okay,
does,
I just
happen.
don't throw that scenario out there.
And it takes us back to that working in partnerships, because DHR's primary goal is to return that child back to its home environment safely. If we can safely return a child home, that's what we want to do. And so as a foster parent, you have to, and I know it sounds like, has DHR lost their minds? But you have to love that child, plant that seed in that child, and know that the good things that you planted within them, they will take back home with them, and they'll always have a part of you with them. So it does hurt. It does hurt, and we're there to support you as much as we can. But at the end of the day, our common goal is for the child. And so that is why we seek people who can love them and let them go. Just like you do with your truckers, you train them, you send them in the right direction, and then you gotta let them go. You can't hold them to them forever, and some you do.
I try to.
You try to.
I try to hold on them forever. I ain't gonna let you go right now. I try to hold on them forever.
Yeah.
We've got guys that have been with us 25 and 30 years. I'm not even gonna tell you how long I've been there, but it's been all my life.
Okay.
But let me say this. I understand what you're saying. I don't want to sit here and be silly.
I know.
But man, that is. Now let me ask you another question. I done got off your list.
Oh, you're fine. Roll.
Say for instance, do you have? I want to make sure. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feeling. But do you have like small kids? I'm just talking. If I did it, I want a small. Let me tell you what my dad had told me. Let me get a little country here. You got to train them up in the way they should go. Cause
Yes.
say when they grow old, they won't stray away.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
Spatteroid just spoil a child. So, are there little children that sometimes that you know how do you determine that little Susie or little Johnny will never go back home? You never determine that. Does that come to?
Yes, how we determine that is when we start to work with the family, they are given a plan. Whatever their issue is, whatever they need assistance with, we give them a plan to help them correct it,
Okay.
get better, change the behavior. So whatever we need to do to ensure that, we ensure that everything that they need is done, and they're given a time frame.
Mm-hmm.
They have a time frame that they have to meet those requirements for their family to be reunified. Does it always happen? No. Do we plan and hope that it does happen? Absolutely, because we have to. Family first for DHR.
Okay.
And so we do try to match our children, as you were saying, with the ages, with the appropriate foster parent. Because, some parents say, well, hey, I can't deal with a 16-year-old. And I understand that. So I definitely wouldn't say, hey, I got this 16-year-old, they ready for you. No, because if that person has told me I can't do that, I'm not going to put that burden on them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. Let me see. I'm going to read one of your questions now.
Read away.
Can a person be a foster parent and then adopt? Well, we kind of just covered that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to be, okay, that's a good one. Do you have to be married to be a foster parent?
Very good one. Yes. You have to be married to be a foster parent. If you and your partner, spouse, live in the same household, you have to be married. I think it was back in 2018 that the state changed us acknowledging common law marriage. So now you have to be married or plan to be married before you finish the training. You can be a single parent foster home. You can be a single parent foster home. So a lot of people think because they're a single parent, they can't foster. Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, we're going to come back to that. We're going to take a short commercial break. And we're going to come right back to that. I got to get him time again. I caught him getting cough. I did that on purpose.
You did. Tricky fella.
I did. I do that all the time. Well, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back because I want to stay right where we at. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. Look, the new T680s, they're here. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We have good equipment. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield. We have a dental plan. We match your 401k up to 4%. Remember, at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we keep it nice and clean. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice and clean.
Nice and shiny.
Are you an experienced driver looking for a good truck driving job? Then try Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We're looking for team drivers. We're looking for single drivers. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we have it for you. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k, drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we know one thing, drivers first. Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Line, state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax, have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line has been in business since 1959, and we're steady getting bigger. I'm surrounded by new equipment. That's right, new equipment. Here's one that's ready to go. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we have Blue Cross Blue Shield. We have a 401k. We can match your 401k up to 4% of your gross pay. If these tires roll at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, you make money. Ride the best, drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. Are you looking for a good company? A company can get you home and you make good money? Then you need to call Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield, hey, you know we still had a $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. We've been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo.
Welcome to Love's. Safe and clean are two words that mean more now than ever before. Love's has been the leader of clean places, friendly faces for nearly 60 years. When you visit our stores, you'll find something for the entire family to enjoy, from our restaurants to plenty of drink and snack options. So whether you're back on the open road or planning to be soon, we'll be here for you and your entire travel party, keeping our stops safe, clean, and stocked.
And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You know, I get excited every Monday when I have guests on, because when I'm out at Walmart or somewhere, well, I don't go to Walmart that much now, but when I'm at the grocery stores and places, people will come up to me and they will laugh. They say, man, it don't matter who you have on there. You're going to bring trucking in on it. Well, this is a trucking show, and I promise you, everybody at DHR that's wearing something, it was on a truck at one time. All your equipment in there, and I just like people to know what this industry brings to America. But I got to ask you a question during the break, ladies and gentlemen. Say I can't hold nothing. I was questioned by my cameraman and by you. And by the way, Justin is a foster parent, and congratulations, Justin. I'm real proud of you for doing that. Justin is the guy behind the scenes, and I'll be watching this pro football. And I think, Justin, you got it made. Because on pro football, the only time they show the behind the scene guys, if it's his birthday or if he's retiring. I'll let everybody know all the time. It ain't me, it's that man back there. It's Justin makes all this happen.
Yes, he does.
So y'all be proud, Justin. I fuss, but I do let him know that I let people know that he makes this happen. The color, the effects and everything. But you guys told me that if I was a foster parent, that I could not spank you. Come on.
No. No, you can't. If you become a foster parent, you cannot spank that child.
Did that child know I can't spank you?
At some point or another, they will figure that out. And here's the thing. If foster parents were allowed to spank children that are in care, if they came from a physically abusive home, what difference are we making? So if a child has been being beaten for getting a snack when they weren't supposed to, and then they come to your home, and then you do the same thing, they are then re-traumatized. So it is liability, and you don't want to get caught up into that. So you have to develop different techniques for time out, taking away certain things, and just really interacting with the child to find out why they are acting out. So no, you cannot spank the child, Mr. Manning.
Okay, I understand.
No.
I understand. But let me say this. I heard you say, as number one, I'm going to leave this alone because I'm going to have people going to be stopping me, asking me about this.
Stop
But let me
it.
say this. Physical abuse and spanking. Now, I don't know what they would have called what my daddy did to us, but I will say this. He didn't have to do it a lot. He didn't have to do it a lot. Now,
Right.
I'm going to tell a little bit about myself. One time, my mother popped my sister on the shoulder. And my daddy stood up and said, don't do that. She's got something that you can hit on, but it ain't her shoulder. And when we got a spanking, we got it on our rear end.
Yes.
And we're on TV, so I'm going to make sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know what your physical abuse, but I understand what you're saying because there is a place where you spank a child, and I think that is supposed to be the only place. I don't want anybody to think I'm no child beater. I got 4 kids, and all of them, you know, they'll say they love their daddy. But yeah, that's very interesting, and that's why you coming on this show to let people know the things that are going on with them. And now let's get to the important part. How old do you have to be to become a foster parent? How old is that?
You have to be at least age 19.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, at least age 19, and be able to coordinate parental duties, take them to doctor's appointments, communicating with the school, being able to come to court. So you pretty much have to have a little maturity if you are 19, because some 19-year-olds are very mature. So when I meet with you, we discuss all of that. And I have had some families that I've met that have wowed me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, they are so mature. And then I've had some that I have to say, okay, let's do this, and then you come back in 2 years if you're still interested, and then we'll get you set up. So that surprises a lot of people that 19 is an age that we will license a foster parent.
Now, a foster parent, from what I'm reading here, I can become a foster parent, make sure I got it right, and actually not have no one in my house at that time, but then when you need somebody, you call me.
Yes.
And I have that. Explain me how that works.
So you can become a foster parent and not have anyone, like not have a placement. And then when we have a need, we will contact you and tell you what the need is and can you help us. And then at that time, you will say, oh gosh, no, that's too much, or I'm going out of town, or what have you. Some of our foster parents only provide what we call respite care. And respite care is we'll have an emergency, we will have someone getting sick, or that foster parent just needs a break to say, hey, I need a couple days, and then another foster parent will provide that respite for that other foster parent.
You know, I want to commend you on something. I take my job home with me every day because where my office is, I have to go by the ready line, and I have this dream. And we got 2 ready lines, and I just dream on the first one. And sometimes I have to remind myself, okay, you got that one on the back, which is the boat division. But I always think that one day it's not going to be a truck on there. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's going to be a sense of, I don't know, I'm going to do something special that day. And that's what I work for every day. I mean, I strive every day to put a driver in every truck we have, because that's my job. And that's, you know, and it's, one day if you're around, I'll show you our ready line, and you'll go, oh, Hoss, you have some big dreams. But I have them. So I can look at what you do and I can see your compassion for it. And I know you must get so many kids that you just get this certain kid and you just say, I've got to find him a good home. I've just got to find. And I have drivers sometimes, all my dispatchers are good. But some of them just got that tender loving care and I go, oh man, he needs to be with a Thomas Hicks or a Lee Outlaw or, you know, somebody, you know, and oh man, that's really something.
Well,
And to be 19.
I tried to put in an application, and let's talk about that.
Oh, for working for Sanders. Oh,
yeah. I tried to put in an application, y'all, but somebody didn't take me serious. Okay.
Well,
What's
I'll be
up
honest
that?
with you. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't do them kids like that. I could not. From after seeing here and being here with you and hearing the oh man, all the things you got. I'm reading one of your questions here. Now this is something. Kinship care, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, and other family members who agree to care for children are called kinship caregivers. Kinship care can be informal of legal agreement. Wow. So what are you telling us there?
With our kinship program, basically what it is we will have a family member that will come forward and say, okay, Betty Jean, she's not getting it together, but we don't want our niece, our nephew, grandchild to be in the system. And so what we will do at that point is the worker will discuss the kinship program with them, and then I will make contact with that family and we'll determine if they meet the requirements of the kinship. And basically what we do is license them as a related foster family, and then to help that family not only take care of their family, but keep family with family. So it's new. It's not new to us, but it's new to us implementing it and a family completing a program. Thus far, we've successfully completed 2, and I've got 1 that we're still working on.
Okay. So, you know, what I'm learning here this morning is that you have laws, because I see this welfare system 575 KB. So I see it's just like in trucking, you know, we have certain guidelines we have to follow. And for our guys to follow these guidelines, they have to go to school and learn this.
Absolutely.
So I'm getting to my question here. I'm a little slow. I'm getting to my
You're
question.
fine.
So I couldn't just get up in the morning and come down there and say, hey, I want to foster. There are some procedures and some classes that I must attend. Am I correct when I say that?
That is correct. We have a short application form that we ask you to complete. We do part of that form. It lists your financial information, just because we have to ensure that if we place a child in your home, that you will be able to maintain your home while that child is with you. And the foster parent would have to go through foster parent classes. I actually teach the classes, so it's not difficult. A lot of people think, what, class? 3 hours once a week? Yes, but it'll be over really quick. We have a lot of fun. Everyone that has gone through the classes, at the end, they're like, we're done? I'm like, yeah, we are done with this one. We actually have a class starting tonight. So if someone is like, you know what, I'm doing it, come on, just call me, Natasha, and I will get you ready for tonight at 6 o'clock. And if you can't make this one, I will have another one probably in May.
Be sure to get that to me and let me be announcing that.
Okay.
You know, I do understand what you're saying about class. Every Monday I start what we call an orientation class. And we got 3 guys we got about 4 guys that do it.
Wow.
And it's a lot of information. They have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And by Thursday, they're done with it.
Oh, wow.
And we always say the ones that don't pay attention will be the one on phone Friday. They'll be on the phone. So I understand the stuff about classes, and we do the same thing you do. We try to make it as simple, but it's the law. And I know a lot of things you do is the law, so you got to know the law.
You have to.
And these guys, if they trainees, we don't really worry because they're going to be with our professional driver. But a guy that's come in, that's driving, it's a new system. We want to make sure that he's updated on the law. Some people get out of trucking and stay out a little while. And when they come back, they have to be refreshing up on what's going on. Laws are studied changing. I'm pretty sure, like you said, in 18, y'all switched from the common law marriage until now. I suggest anybody, anything you're doing, learn something about it. Learn what's going on.
Absolutely.
How many people work there at DHO?
We have 34 people. Because we also do, along with children in foster care, we also do adult foster care. So we have a program that we recruit adult foster parents as well. So if you're interested, you might be interested in that, where you could be an adult foster parent instead of for children, since you don't want, the spanking part, and on your side right there.
So what do you do with an adult? I'm sorry.
Okay, so we have, as we get older, some of our situations change in life. And so sometimes we have an elderly person who has a fixed income and need to live with someone, can't live by themselves. So we have adult foster care, and we are doing recruitment for that as well. So if that's something you're interested in, you can also call the 807-6120 and speak to one of our APS workers.
Now, wait a minute now. Okay, it's down there. I was saying nobody got that, but I see Justin got it up down there.
Me and Justin, we good.
He the best. He the best. So
Absolutely.
these people, I shouldn't call them these people, the adult foster care will be old people like me.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that, but you said it. I didn't. No, it could be someone like me, because sometimes our life, as we get older, life changes, situations change, and so sometimes they may have a little. I won't say mental disability, but they may have a little limitation that requires that they need someone to live in the home with them. And then what you do is you open your home to that adult and allow them to live with you. You'll get a small board payment for it. Most of the adults that we ask that of, they're self-sufficient, but they do need someone, a place to live. So anyone that's interested in adults, please call our office and let us know. And I'm going to call her out. You can actually ask for Raven. She's going to get me, but she is our adult person that licensed to foster care. And we also service, we have the food stamp unit, we have the child support unit, and the TANF unit is also within our building.
Okay, I've got a question. And I like it, you put it on the paper. If a family decides we can't be a foster parent right now, are there other ways that family or person can help?
Absolutely. We are always looking for volunteers. Throughout the year, we do foster parent recruitment. So we're always looking for people to volunteer. We're always looking for individuals throughout the year to help us with things that are going on at the office. We do back to school for our children. As Mr. Bennett stated, we do Christmas for our children that are in foster care and our families that we're working with, that we're trying to keep the families together. So there's different things. You can even, sometimes we need sitters. When we had the situation with the baby that was in the hospital that had the feeding tube, we needed someone to go and sit with the baby. So we have different situations that require something that the worker needs, another hand, another body, and you can become a volunteer. So you can become a volunteer if you want to, Mr.
And
Bennett.
I know. I'm thinking about that. That's why I asked the question. And then you got what are the steps to become a foster parent?
Yes, as I mentioned before, you would do an application. They're at the front desk. You just go to the ladies up front and they have the applications, and you tell them, I'm ready to be a foster parent. Where do I start? There's also at our alabama.gov website, you can go on the website and do an application. And sometimes some people feel like they need a little bit more support. So the other agencies that I mentioned that we have contracts with, some of our foster parents go through those agencies because they have smaller caseloads and they're able to provide that extra support versus at DHR, we have, that is where our children come from. All the children that are in the other agencies, all of our babies come from DHR.
Now, I know I'm going to hate to ask this question because it's going to bother me the rest of the day, but how many kids are you trying to place now?
Well, in the state of Alabama, as of Friday, there are 5,897 children in foster care.
Wow.
In Pike County, we have 34 that are residents of Pike County. And, it just changes by the day, by the week, by the month. We just never know. So that's how many we're trying to place. That's, in Pike County, I only have, for DHR, 13 approved foster homes. So 13 homes, 34 children.
Numbers don't add up, do they?
No, numbers do not add up.
Well, let me say this. It's really been a joy to talk to you, and I'm always tying myself into something. But I tell you, you've touched my heart this morning, the things that you said, and the number is striking. 5,000 people in the state of Alabama, but I'm proud to see that Pike County don't have but 34. I want you to, it'd have to be a Monday. It'd have to be a Monday. It'd have to be a Monday evening because my first, I got to keep them big trucks rolling.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get some fathers that are not quite getting it, I would love to talk to them. The only thing I want to tell them is to seek that first. If they seek him first, and I'd give them some, I'll talk scripture with them and just encourage them. Sometimes we find ourselves, we just don't know what direction to go.
Absolutely.
And sometimes somebody can give us a direction. I look at myself and, man, I love those guys to the day. Willie B. Jones, Eli Foreman, and one of the old men, he works with us now, named Mr. Glenn Bullock. I turned my first truck back over. Now I say turn over, I drove a wrecker, they was laying on the side, and I turned the first truck back over with Mr. Glenn. And
wow.
2 weeks later, I had to do it by myself, and all I was thinking about what Mr. Glenn had told me. And I look at those guys, Terry McPherson, guys that Mr. Sanders, God, I can't live without Mr. Sanders. He taught me so much. But I look at me, and I'm not ashamed to say, where would this old boy would have been without? And my parents was good, but my parents were sort of like this. You do like we say, or you get you somewhere else to stay. So I got me somewhere else to stay. Wasn't quite as easy as I thought it was, but I had too much pride to go back.
Right.
But the Lord didn't leave me alone. He put me around these kind of people, and the best thing ever happened to me, I come to Wireless Sanders Strut Line just to sweep the floor, and come a long ways from sweeping the floor.
Wow.
But
That's
I
awesome.
would like to tell some of them guys that you can. It's just up to you and what you do.
Absolutely.
And I tell you something that I'm glad I never had to go to DHR for. I got to get out of here. But I never had to pay no child support. I always took care of my kids.
That's good.
I never had that. Never been to court for that. Now, I've been to court, but I've never been to court for that. And I pride myself on that.
Yes, that's awesome.
Because I wasn't married to the lady. I had a couple kids. You out there running wild, things will happen. But I never had to go for child support. But I found out something. And this is what I would like to share with them men. Every time and what they call it now, my baby's mama. Well, every time the mother of my child called me, I'm gonna put it right. Every time the mother of my child called me, well, she didn't have to call me. I always gave something, but sometimes when things would happen, they called me, and I would take it to them.
That's good.
A lot of times I'd be done counted out what I needed for the week, and I run a little wild too, but I wouldn't let the wildness run over what I know my child needed.
Right.
And I got to noticing. By then, and I'm kind of speeding my life, but by then I had started driving a truck, and I got to notice every time I'd done that, like I got a long trip the next day or something good always happened to me. So I want to tell them guys that if they step up to the plate, God will throw his arm around them.
Absolutely.
You know, you got to work, you got to have a job, and you know.
Absolutely.
And I'm not just saying this just to be saying it. No one in Pike County should be out of a job.
Right.
We got Wiley Sanders Truck Line, KW Containers, KW Plastic,
Yes.
Sanders Fertilizer, Sanders Lead, Walmart DC. Every place on the yes sir. Every place on the bypass is hiring. Everybody in Pike County should have a job.
That's true.
And my daddy told me that he couldn't read everything in the Bible, but he know one thing he read where it says a man don't work, he ought not eat.
He should not eat.
And if these guys would get out and go to work and help you with them kids, maybe the father can't keep them, but if he can assist you, you
and
know.
that's awesome that you offer that, because at DHR, 99% of the employees are female.
Yeah,
so
and that's why I say I want to talk to the men. I don't want to talk to the men.
Said the women that we deal with, they are able to mentor. We're able to mentor to those women, but the men, they don't have that. So that's awesome that you are willing to.
Hey, I don't want to obligate myself to, we'll set up a schedule. Maybe I do it every second Monday, every first Monday.
Awesome.
I do it on the first Monday or the second Monday, whichever one that you think is convenient.
Awesome. Even if it's just some words of encouragement,
I'd have to do that after 5. Like I said, I got to take care of Sanders first. But I would love to do that. And tell them guys to come on and see about them babies. You're doing a great job. You tell everybody at your staff that I love them. And
I will.
And we're going to continue to help. We're going to continue to help. And you keep your head up.
Absolutely.
You stay in prayer. You're going to need to with what you deal with.
Absolutely.
You're going to need to. I'm glad to have you on here. I tell you what, you done touched my heart. I'm glad it's 8:30. I ain't nobody never seen me cry on this show before. I don't want to cry. But hey, Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. If you got something going on in your community, which is this community, hey, you call us. We'll get you on. If you got a new business and you're trying to talk about it, no charge to you. You can come here and talk about it. Wiley Sanders Truck Line wants this community to grow. We've been in business since 1959. We ain't going nowhere. Goodbye.
With all your road trip needs. Loves.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We put God and family first. Are you looking for a good company? A company that can get you home and you make good money? Then you need to call Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, you know we still had a $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. We've been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo.
Welcome to Loves. Safe and clean are 2 words that mean more now than ever before. Loves has been the leader of clean places, friendly faces for nearly 60 years. When you visit our stores, you'll find something for the entire family to enjoy. From our restaurants to plenty of drink and snack options. So whether you're back on the open road or planning to be soon, we'll be here for you and your entire travel party, keeping our stops safe, clean, and stocked with all your road trip needs. Loves, the heart of the highway.
Do you need to get home to your furry friend? Then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines is looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Starting out at $150,000 a year. Yeah, I said it, $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Who's got the T680? At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We can get you home. We got the money. We got the trucks. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama.
Take the worry out of Wi-Fi with managed Wi-Fi from Troy Cable. Say goodbye to dead zones. Automatically update outdated technology. Get the most of your signal with specialized access points. With worry-free Wi-Fi from Troy Cable, you can enjoy a full-strength signal reaching every corner of your home. Think fast. Think friendly. Think Troy Cable.
Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Line's state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax. Have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line.